So that's how it works, right? And, obviously for businesswomen, that doesn't work out well when we look at those traits at the beginning, right? Of, traits that women need to be successful. And yeah, even though we desire these traits, right? Desire that powerful trait, because we know we're going to need that. We sabotage because powerless gets our needs, right? Gets our needs met. So when we're powerful, that might be our desire, but powerless gets our needs met, right? We have to be taken care of when we're powerless. Our desire is to be good enough, right? We desire to be good enough, obviously, but we sabotage because the underdog, right? The underdog gets rescued. The underdog gets taken care of. So yeah, that's the payoff, right? And doesn't really work for us, keeps stopping us. Our desire is to, have things go easy, be laid back, not work so hard. Yet we sabotage by struggling, because when we struggle, that helps us to belong, right? Especially if that's the family story that we grew up with, right? So we will struggle, and then when we fail, but it's okay because everyone gathers around us. Our desire is to be rich, right? To live a rich, wealthy life so that we can have everything that we want, all of our fundamental freedoms, but we sabotage, if we grew up with that belief that rich people are bad, it's bad to be greedy or whatever, so we'll sabotage because we want to belong, and that gets our needs met. And our desire, our desire is to succeed, right? I mean, that is natural. You look at nature. Nature grows. It's about increase. It's about always being better today than you were yesterday. So it's in us to succeed. It's just that we're hardwired to fail, right? We're hardwired to fail. That's why we sabotage ourselves, because when we fail, that gets our needs met, right? That need for love and attention, right? You think about that. In the 70s, oh, my stuff's going. In the 70s, this was actually a comic show, right? This was a cartoon show, and it was called Underdog. And so you think about, it's in society, right, that we rescue the underdog. So why would we want to be successful? And the problem is this loop, right? This loop of us striving to succeed and then stopping ourselves from self-sabotage, right? All of that behavior that we looked at before. And then we end up failing, and then we just, think of ourselves, we identify ourselves as being that quitter or that failure, and then that's how we see ourselves, right? So, now you know why the law of attraction is not working out for you, right? Because deep down inside, that's how you feel about yourself, right? That becomes your self-image, and what you imagine yourself to be, you become. So it's that constant loop that just keeps reinforcing, gets grooved into your brain. You try and change and forget it, right? So it's so frustrating. So your homework really is to be open to looking for those events in your life where, you displayed those traits that other successful people have, and it was shot down. You can also look at events where, maybe you did have a setback and you just rallied around, right? So you want to look at how those behavior patterns have been grooved in your brain, because, that is the frustrating part, right? That struggle and that striving will continue because consciously you, as the woman that you are, the successful, intelligent woman, you want these fundamental freedoms, yet if it's going to go against, your subconscious need for safety and attention, love, belonging, right? You're going to always have that internal conflict, and then it's going to create that loop, right? You're going to be beating yourself up, you're going to be calling yourself names, you're going to be judging yourself. Now, in the next video training, we are going to be looking at something else that holds you back from being successful, that holds a lot of women from being successful. But make sure you finish that homework so that you have it for the next training video.